Hi, folks. Welcome back to Pop Pop Fizzle. I'm Jeff.
I'm Heidi.
And we are back with more of The Mandalorian.
Yay!
Now, as always, this is not a market substitute for you watching The Mandalorian on your own. Make sure you watch that on Disney+. Support the people making this show.
Yes.
That's how we continue to get good content, and we like good content.
Thank goodness for good content.
Mm-hmm. Now, we're coming off of the Thanksgiving holiday here in the U.S., so if you celebrated Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. We hope you had a great turkey day and got your fill. If you don't celebrate, we hope you got your fill of some other food of your choosing because...
Uncle Phil?
No. Because, right now we're in a pandemic. I don't know if you've heard, but I do know that in some areas food is hard to come by for some folks. So we hope that wherever you were, that you got your fill and that you got to spend time with people that you care about.
Yeah.
We are going to dive into this next episode of The Mandalorian. Now, last episode, we got to reunite briefly with Cara Dune and Greef Karga. We know that the Empire still has some people doing some not so great things. What was I'm sorry, I was trying to think of the name of the planet and my brain went blank, but you can talk about the cloning. Go ahead.
I can?
Yeah.
Cloning?
Well, that's what we saw there.
Oh, yeah. I think we didn't see actual Snokes in a jar, but we did see...
Nobody said they had to be Snoke.
No, but we did see that they were attempting to figure out how to get the M count from the child to the clones that they were trying to make. I think that's what they were trying to do there.
Right.
All right. Well, nefarious.
You're right. Now, that particular laboratory got blowed up, as my kids would say.
It got blowed up real good.
And, Mando and the child decided to book tail out of there before Moff Gideon could show up. We also know that Moff Gideon is on he's not on a course, but Bo-Katan is on a course for Moff Gideon to try to retrieve the Darksaber at some point. We also know that Bo-Katan name-dropped Ahsoka Tano.
Yay!
Now, what I know is that this particular episode is directed by Dave Filoni, so I suspect that if we're going to see Miss Tano, we will see her in this episode, and I'm very, 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 very excited about that.
Same. I feel like, again, this is where people who didn't watch Rebels, didn't watch the Clone Wars, are completely missing out on canon for knowing who Ahsoka Tano is, who she is to the greater Star Wars galaxy and universe, really. How many different sections and cross-sections of Star Wars she has actually had a hand in, experience-wise, or, actually turning the tide of some big thing that was happening. So just because she wasn't on a movie screen does not make her not canon, for they have said that she is canon because Rebels and Clone Wars are canon.
Same with a certain blue fellow, by the way.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Who I would be very happy to see in live action at some point.
I would love to see Grand Admiral Thrawn as a live action person, but I'm not seeing that would be a thing here in this.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that necessarily we'll see him here.
It'll be...
He could certainly get name dropped here.
He could get name dropped, but it'll be a good long while, and likely not in this series, that we would actually see him. So I've just had to make do with the animated version, and that was still greatness.
I feel like Rebels is the Star Wars series that gets slept on the most, and I don't understand why. It was a fantastic series. Now, I know it took them the first season, probably half of the first season to find their legs and to figure out what they wanted to do. But by the end of the first season, I was sold and on board, and we got some really great Star Wars stories, including some of my favorite Star Wars characters in that series. We're going to jump into this. Now, I don't know how much of Ahsoka Tano we're going to see, but I do know that Chapter 13 is titled The Jedi.
Woohoo!
So I would assume she'll play a part. So We're going to dive in. We're going to give you our thoughts. You're going to give us yours in the comments down below. As always, if you like content like this, be sure and
hit the thumbs up
and consider subscribing to the channel. We love it when you do that. I think about 25% of those of you watching are actually already subscribed.
So
we appreciate you for
Yay.
that. But those of you that haven't already jumped on board, what are you waiting for? We're a tiny little channel. You'd really be helping us out to do that. And if you want full-length reactions to these episodes and to all the things that we do, including Farscape and Deep Space Nine and lots of other things, you can find those on Patreon. That link will be down here somewhere and also down in the description down below. That's it. We won't hold you any longer. We will jump right into this. Make sure you've watched this episode first on Disney Plus, though, just so that we're not spoiling anything for you, and then watch along with us to see what we think. Here we go.
Rigel.
Wrong show, honey. Oh.
Oh. Wow.
Not wasting any time, are we? Oh.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah. Hashtag you're screwed.
Indeed.
I am no Jedi.
I've been expecting you. Then you know what I want. The lives of these citizens mean nothing to me. Now, because of you, these people will suffer.
I think, if you knew her mentor was Darth Vader, you'd probably take her a little more seriously.
Yep.
Fine-tuning those powers, though, isn't he?
Uh-huh.
This needs to stay in the ship. Not much to see out here.
Please, do not speak to them, or to any of us.
Look, I just need to know.
The magistrate wants to see you.
You gotta know, like, every time he walks into something, he's questioning whether he's gonna have to shoot his way out.
Well, weapons are his religion.
A Jedi plagues me. I want you to kill her.
That's a difficult task.
One that you are well suited for. The Jedi are the ancient enemy of Mandalore.
As I said, my price is high.
What do you make of this?
Mine. Now.
Beskar.
Pure Beskar. Kill the Jedi, and it's yours.
Is that, It is. Shoot. Can't think of his name now.
Yeah. Don't look at me.
From, Michael Biehn. From, Terminator.
Oh. All right. Still no recognition on my...
John Connor's daddy. From the original Terminator.
Okay.
False alarm.
Not a Jedi. Ooh.
Ahsoka Tano! Bo-Katan sent me. Do you understand him?
In a way. Grogu and I can feel each other's thoughts.
Grogu?
Yes, that's his name.
Aw. Who named him?
Oh, he's 50-something years old. honey.
Grogu.
I don't.
Oh.
He was raised at the Jedi Temple in Coruscant. Many masters trained him over the years. At the end of the Clone Wars, when the Empire rose to power, he was hidden. I've only known one other being like this. A wise Jedi master named Yoda. The stone, Grogu. Sense much fear in you. He's formed a strong attachment to you. You cannot train him.
What?
I've seen what such feelings can do to a fully trained Jedi Knight.
Yes, she has.
I will not start this child down that path.
And I'll help you with your problem. If you see to it that Grogu is properly trained. A Mandalorian and a Jedi? They'll never see it coming.
Fair.
Surprise!
Just that look.
Where is your master?
Kill her.
Love to.
Yep.
So you're through with the Jedi.
Looks that way.
It's all very samurai. Be hilarious if Amanda just like landed behind her and shot her in the back.
Who do you think's gonna win? Could be your side. Could be my side. I got no quarrel with you, Mandalorian.
That's far enough.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Changing forms.
I was gonna say, it bothered me all this time that her grips were not Ahsoka's grips, but they are. There we go.
Sounds like you win.
Yep.
He is truly the Raylan Givens of a galaxy far, far away.
Indeed. Look out. Thank you.
Where is your master? Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?
Ooh. There's a name drop I didn't expect.
Yeah.
But this belongs with the Mandalorian.
Do that.
Wake up, buddy.
Even the most rotten ones are cute when they
Time to
sleep.
Say goodbye.
Oh, for sure. You be good. Don't eat unknown eggs.
You're like a father to him. I cannot train him.
There is one possibility. Go to the planet Tython. There you will find the ancient ruins of a temple that has a strong connection to the Force. Place Grogu on the Seeing Stone at the top of the mountain.
Then what?
Then Grogu may choose his path. If he reaches out through the Force, there's a chance a Jedi may sense his presence and come searching for him. And again, there aren't many Jedi left. May the Force be with you.
All right, that is it for another episode of The Mandalorian. This episode, Chapter 13, The Jedi. Heidi, your thoughts?
This has been the best video game ever. Like, the cutscenes are the absolute best. And then we got a little bit of, like, play and action and then more cutscene. It's been phenomenal.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It very much does have a video game feel to it, but the best kind of video game where you get, story and characters that you care about, but then you get, fun side quests and big bosses and all sorts of things in between.
Okay, yeah, so I said it a little bit in the episode, but yeah, it was bothering me so much that she wasn't holding her sabers the way she's supposed to. And then she changed her form, and I was like, okay, all right. And then she actually won that way, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I think
they all learned different ways to do it.
Several people learn more than one form.
Yeah.
And I think, it makes sense that Ahsoka, especially this far down in her journey, she's probably studied a bit more, learned a bit more. I mean, she's fought everybody.
Literally.
Including Maul. So, she's picked up a thing or two.
She knows a thing or two about a thing or two.
Right. We got a big name drop. Like I said.
I did not know. Okay, so Jeff has a habit of being spoiled.
I was not spoiled.
He was not spoiled. We were just talking about it. But that is, oh my gosh, Grand Admiral Thrawn.
For those of you who have not completed your Rebels watching journey.
Big deal.
It's a big deal. For those of you who have no intention, I'm going to say something now that will clue you in. If you are watching Rebels now and you don't want to be spoiled, skip ahead. You'll see me wave, okay, when I'm done spoiling. So anyway, if you are not planning to watch Rebels, Grand Admiral Thrawn is a character that actually came from the books pre-Disney buying Lucasfilm. So pre-canon, what they call EU now, Extended Universe. But he was brought into canon in the show Rebels, where he showed up.
He came from Timothy Zahn books, which for the longest time were...
Timothy Zahn's still writing Thrawn books, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, it was the sequel trilogy that didn't exist. It was just like, mostly accepted by fans who are interested in an extended universe as almost canon. So, he came from that. And so it was just so exciting to see him on Rebels, but he is a big deal. Don't forget to wave when you need to wave.
Yes, but in Rebels, he showed up and caused quite a bit of trouble for our Jedi friends and our pre-rebellion friends. And by the series end of Rebels, he disappeared with Ezra Bridger, who was really the only other, aside from Ahsoka, really the only Jedi that we knew was living, aside from Master Yoda and Obi-Wan being in exile. So it was a big deal to lose Ezra there. And Rebels ended with Ahsoka going off with Sabine Wren, a Mandalorian, to look for Ezra Bridger and to find out where he might be. So, seeing her here, we can sort of interpret that she's still hunting for Admiral Thrawn, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and perhaps Ezra Bridger as well. Where Sabine may be, we don't know yet. But yeah, very, very interesting name drop there. Lets us know that maybe she has not completed that particular mission just yet.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors that there's a possible Ahsoka Tano series in the works. We may get some answers there.
Okay.
Anyway, that's it for Rebels spoilers. So you can come back. Yeah, this episode was fantastic. We learned the child's name, which feels important.
Grogu.
And
Baby Yoda.
And we got to see that his connection with Mando is indeed pretty strong. And I can't really say that I blame Ahsoka for not wanting to train him.
Oh, given her burned past about a Jedi that was trained well past his time, or with attachments, or with fear, that would be a hard pass for her.
And to be fair, as much as we may like the child and care about him, we have seen that his time with Mando has presented itself in some threatening ways. When Mando is threatened, he gets a little bit dark. So not surprising that she would want to veer away from that responsibility. I don't know if that hinting of, perhaps another Jedi might come to look for him to train him. Does Ahsoka know about Luke Skywalker? because around this time, the Empire's fallen. So Luke is probably training himself further, probably exploring temples already, and possibly even starting things off with Kylo Ren as far as his training goes. Ben Solo, correct. Yes. Sorry.
At that time.
At that time, yes. So, yeah, I'm very curious about what this all means. Whether it's going to tie into sequel series more so than just the possible cloning and Snoke stuff that we got last week.
Snoke's in a jar.
Snoke's in a jar. Is that like snow in a can? Snoke's in a jar?
Certainly not like snakes on a plane.
No. 'Cause I am so tired. No. I'm very excited to see where all this is going.
Yes.
And I feel like this series has the benefit of they don't have to tie in anything. They can just be sort of
there.
The thing that's running through the background that's like, here's a little bit of that, and here's a little bit of that, and here's a little bit of that, so we're connected. But it doesn't have to play big stakes poker. It can just
we
can just enjoy the ride.
We are following these characters and what their lives are like and what's happening to them in the background of the greater galactic stuff that's happening. Like, this is just a really deep dive into one set of characters' lives, and that's it. And I'm okay with that because it's been great so far. I love the storytelling. I love the looks of everything. I am very pleased with the makeup and the rendering of Ahsoka Tano for this. Her, I don't remember the name of her species, sadly. I don't. But
is it Togurta?
Okay, whatever it is. Like, the tendrils that she has were very lifelike. They looked like they belonged there. It wasn't like some weird hat that she had to put on to be the character. I felt like it was all very well done. So I have really enjoyed just not only following the characters, but really just the visual spectacle of it. Honestly, we watched this on an iPad, which is great, but at some point in time, I definitely want to watch it on something bigger. So, just to see how great it all looks. So this has been great for me.
Yeah, and very cool to see Michael Biehn, even though he just had a small role here. He is the quintessential tough guy, hardened soldier guy. So kind of cool to see him in that role, even for a minute, and to see him go out,
Well,
still, I think everybody is just excited to be a part of the show. So if they can have a role on here, no matter how short or short-lived it may be, I think it's a cool thing to get to be on this show.
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson did fantastic, I thought, as Ahsoka. Very pleased with that. I missed hearing the voice that I associate with Snips, but still, I'm glad that we got an actress of her caliber to play Ahsoka.
I feel like she did her a lot of justice. So that was great.
Big congratulations to Dave Filoni. Yet again, sir, you knocked it out of the park. Glad you got to bring Ahsoka to life in live action. Very cool for you. So congratulations to you.
For sure.
We will be back with Chapter 14 of The Mandalorian next week. Until then, we want to know what you thought about this episode. You can let us know in the comments down below. If you like video and content like this, be sure and hit the thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this, you can find that at the link we're showing here at the bottom of the screen. The link's also in the description down below. That's it.
I think so.
Man, I feel like I've been on a roller coaster. I'm excited. I'm glad that this show didn't drop everything all at once, because I would have killed myself over a day or trying to watch them all. I'm glad that we get them week to week so that I have time to process and prepare myself and think about what we saw. And there's always a million Easter eggs and things that I don't catch, which is why we watch other YouTube content creators as well, because, I catch a few things and she catches a few things, and then we watch other things. They caught more stuff than we did.
Well, they usually will watch it like 5 times.
Sure, and
then
there are content creators that's what they do. They go through and find every single Easter egg and everything. So I like it. I like taking that journey. I get to enjoy it while I'm watching it. I get to enjoy your comments on it. I get to enjoy watching other content creators tackle it. So we appreciate being a part of your journey with this show.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up, and we'll be with you next time.
All
Until
right.
then,
Bye.
Bye.